definitely not. I am not saying that. The Quadcom is not a judicial body by any sense. Actually po, if you look at the investigations, it's always, at the end of it, you say in aid of legislation. So that's what we're trying to look at. We're looking at policies, ano po yung institutional safeguards that we can still put up, what policies have failed. So let me just clear that we are not a judicial body by any means. What I'm saying po is, parang a lot of the personalities that are being invited choose to talk to the media rather than talk to the Quadcom. So a lot of the times po bumabase din kami sa sinasabi po nila sa media. Kaya we're very grateful to our friends in the media for being that bridge as well in the absence of the presence of these personalities in the Quadcom. So what I'm saying po is the Quadcom is a forum by which they can respond to the allegations. What I'm saying po is if they want to clear their names, if they want to respond to the allegations, the Quadcom is a forum, a channel for them to be able to do it as well. So yun po, hindi kami judicial body by any means. I would just want to clarify that po.
Hindi ka naman matatakot kung hindi ka guilty. So sa mata ng tao, sa mata ng mamamayan, na nakakakita at nakakaalam ng ginagawa nila, hindi natin may iiwasan kung mag-isip ang ating mga kababayan na guilty sila sa mga akusasyon laban sa kanila. So tama nga si Nika, mas maganda kung humarap sila at magpaliwanag para at least malinis nila yung kanilang mga pangalan. Pero sa ngayon, tumatakas sila, umaalis sila, so hindi natin may iwasan na mag-isip ang ating mga kababayan na kaya nila ginawa yon dahil guilty nga sila doon sa mga akusasyon sa kanila.
Bakit pinapakinggan yung isang convict, which is Jimmy Guban, na kasi nga who served time in jail and was brought to the committee only to testify on what he has told him? Parang ang sabi nga ni Jimmy Guban is I was told. Is it a hearsay or rehearsed testimony? And bakit hindi raw po binibigyan ng hearing si Cathy Binag, yung nagsasabi na nagko-cocaine daw po si BBM? What's your reaction po doon?
Bakit hindi? Diba? May kaalaman si Mr. Guban, meron siyang information. We're not saying we're taking it at face value, but the man has a story that he needs to be tell, and we're thankful that he is brave enough to share his side of the story. Eh sana ganun din katapang yung ibang pinangalanan. Sabi nga nila, nung panahon nila, kung wala ka namang itinatago, bakit ka matatakot? You know, Congress will always be open to all the resource persons for us to have a better and a complete picture of what's really happening. Hindi naman namin sinasabing hindi sila naimbitahan. Naimbitahan naman sila. Binigyan sila ng panahon para makapaglahad ng kanilang nalalaman tungkol sa mga isyong to. Yet they refuse to come. And Congress, as I said, as we've been repeating, cannot be faulted for doing our job.
Pero yung allegation na bakit hindi raw pinapatawag yung sinasabing whistleblower daw na nagko-cocaine daw si BBM, si Cathy Binag. This is what our columnist said.
Siguro kung merong investigasyon, no? Wala, yung investigasyon natin nakafocus dito. Itong problema ng mga hindi sumasang-ayon sa ginagawa namin. Ang ginagawa nila, ikukumpara nila palagi sa iba. They try to deflect the issue. You know, Congress cannot be, kami especially, cannot be confused. Klarado sa atin kung anong gusto nating makamit. Yung ginagawa nila, parang klarado din sa amin kung anong gusto nilang ma-achieve. Diba? We cannot be a party to that. Ito ay isang investigasyon, may prosesong sinunod, mayroong mga ebidensyang nilahad, at hinarap sa tamang forum. Diba? Hindi naman na unang nag-press con si Mr. Guban before siya nag-appear sa House. Doon naman siya naglahad sa komite. So, mahirap na talagang ginagawang deflection, no, sa ginagawa ng House para to reduce or to subtract credibility from what we're doing. But we're confident na nakikita ng tao kung ano ang tama at ano ang dapat gawin.
With Chairman Ace Barbers on this in my response. So, si Chair Ace mismo ang nagsabi na Guban's testimony is not yet gospel truth and still needs validation. So, we listened to him. We looked at his affidavit, his testimony in the Quadcom. So, the committee still needs to do the validation. As Kong Khalid said, you can look at, you can question the credibility of the witness, you can question the validity of his statements, but that's the Quadcom's job, to really analyze all of the statements from all of these witnesses and then come up with a committee report. So, dapat po, kanina po siguro nag-stand out sa akin na sinabi, ang tinanong po nung columnist ay, bakit nakikinig sa convict? Just because convicted siya doesn't mean all of his statements are not valid or automatically voided. So yun po yung ginagawa ng komite natin na pinapakinggan po natin yung kanyang statement, yung kanyang nais sabihin at mula po doon, titignan natin doon po sa mas malaking larawan na ginagawa po ng ating Quadcom. May sense po ba yung kanyang testimonya? Kaya yun lang po, siguro yun lang po yung stand out din sa akin sa statement na just because convict si Guban, dapat hindi na po pinapakinggan. Dapat po bigyan pa rin natin ng pagkakataon na magsalita siya sa Quadcom, ibahagi niya po yung kanyang kaalaman, tapos trabaho na po ng Quadcom na tignan kung valid po o hindi yung kanyang sinasabi.